You might think of wrestling as being a boys' sport. Some Truman girls are taking to the mat and proving that stereotype wrong. We'll meet some of them. Plus, they won't be wearing pads or helmets, but another team of Truman's toughest girls will be hitting the field very soon. We'll learn more about flag football as Mustang Sportsbeat special spring preview starts now. Welcome, and thanks for joining us for this special edition of Mustang Sportsbeat. I'm your host, Kyle Peterkin. The spring sports season is fast approaching, and it seems that Truman's very own tennis team is bouncing right into it. Let's see what all the racket is about. Here's Cleopatra with the details.
Tennis season is in here at Truman High School. However, the team is already experiencing challenges.
Right now, the weather is one of the big challenges we have. In a week or so, we're going to have our first match, and the snow is still on the ground.
But some team members aren't going to let some bad weather deter them from their practice or routines.
Well, I'm doing training every Saturday for 2 hours. I'm doing practice with my team and my coach. So just a lot of practice every day. And if I'm not doing that, I work out, so I just try to keep fit.
No matter if they win or lose, everyone is just looking forward to having a good time.
What I'm looking forward to most is, just having fun and getting to see new people when I'm playing, and hopefully, come back to a girl that beat me last season. So I want to play her again. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, we hope to have fun and do the best that we can, and to hope that we win the division champ again.
Although they had to postpone 2 matches due to the weather, the tennis team is fired up and ready to go as their first match of the season approaches on March 25th against Lehman High School. Reporting for Mustang Sportsbeat, I'm Cleopatra Green.
Wrestling is known to be a guy sport, but there is big change happening. Here's Sandra with the story.
It's a brand new season and a brand new sport for girls at Truman High School. Girls wrestling is now at Truman, and it's the 23rd high school in the city. With the help of Beat the Streets, the PSAL created an opportunity for girls like Pearl Fletcher.
It was just I would always wrestle. I used to play football, I used to run track, I used to do a lot of things. I was always stronger than all the boys, so as soon as I came to Truman, I decided to wrestle.
Coach Cook seems to love this new team, and he even sees an advantage over the boys.
It always seems that they can pick up on things a little bit quicker than the boys. And it's actually sometimes, I believe, easier to coach them.
He also sees more toughness out of them.
Some of the girls that have wrestled on the boys' team, and this is not really a knock to any of the boys on my team, are actually tougher than some of their opponents.
Brianna Bennett, a senior who has been on the wrestling team for 4 years, sees something great out of these girls.
Girls are making it farther than boys. See, Ronda Rousey, she beating girls up in 13 seconds. So it shows that even girls, especially our girls, Truman girls, we're tougher than some of these boys.
The girls wrestling team begins on April 4th for a tournament in Flushing High School. For Mustang Sportsbeat, I'm Sandro Rodriguez.
The Lady Mustangs flag football team kick off their season with 4 returning veterans. They seem very confident on their upcoming season. Here's Dante Harris with more.
It's a new season for the Lady Mustangs after being beaten in the playoffs by just 1 point to New Dorp High School last year. But the players are looking forward to this brand new season.
This is a new season now, so I know a lot of them's not really focused on what we did last year, what we're going to do this year.
I feel like it's going to be a good season based on the records that we had last year. Probably progress more in the season, probably make it to the championship this year.
I feel like this season is going to be great as long as we put in our greatest efforts and we do our best.
Things are also changing for the team in their off season.
More dedication. People actually come and are really into it. They're really proud about flag football.
What we're doing differently is that we're working on our defensive tactics so that we can have a better season.
The team still has 4 juniors who are returning to the program for their last ride.
I have a lot of veterans coming back. The new kids I have, they're more prepared, and I'm going to put them in starting spots and ready to roll.
The Lady Mustangs flag football team has made a playoff appearance every year for the past 4 years, and they're looking to make another playoff run this spring. Their first game is April 2nd against longtime rival Kennedy High School. For Mustang Sportsbeat, I'm Dante Harris.
We've got more of your Sportsbeat spring preview coming your way. I'm your host, Kyle Peterkin. We'll be right back. Wow, this online computer programming coding class is addicting. I'm learning pretty amazing stuff people pay money for, and there's tons of other subjects that you can learn for free on Khan Academy, up to computer programming, coding, math, English, and history. Welcome back. Coach Brusher and Coach Jones start to prepare their student athletes for outdoor track and field season. I got to go to one of their practices and get an inside look. Eager for their first meet, the boys and girls track team practice hard until their first meet on March 17th. Coach Jones mentioned how much of a new team she has and is looking forward to good things this season.
I have a very young team, which is good because I'm able to train with them and they're willing to learn, so which would be a great opportunity to get many medals and take our team to places that we've never seen before.
The team is looking forward to this season just as much as coaches.
Well, I'm very excited about it. It's my favorite season, so I'm ready for the warm weather and for my muscles to be loose so I can be at my best.
Now on to a few national sports stories making headlines this week. The NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament kicked off in Ohio this week, and fans are being warned to watch out for fake tickets. The NCAA says now is a very popular time for people to sell tickets online.
You always run the risk of not having a valid ticket. So that's kind of why the recommendation is to utilize the NCAA partner. It's why that site was put into place.
The best advice, always buy your tickets from the official NCAA website. And the tournament also means people will be shelling out money for betting. But college basketball also has a big cost. To employers, one company estimates that distractions like filling out brackets and workers watching the games online could cost businesses as much as $1.9 billion in lost productivity. A recent survey showed that more than 1 in 4 people say they will find a way to tune into a game during work hours. 14% of said they'd be willing to call in sick to give themselves more time to watch the action. Others will take a long lunch. A former football player fighting for his life? Here's Wayne McIntosh with the story.
A former football player takes a stand against a right to die measure that's being considered in Maryland's legislature. Here you see O.J. Bridges, who won the Super Bowl ring with the Baltimore Ravens in 2000. He was diagnosed with ALS, also known for Lou Gehrig's disease, 8 years ago. But he said he was still able to have a good life and believes others with severe health problems can do so as well.
That's it for this special episode of Mustang Sports Beat. I'm your host, Kyle Peterkin. We'll see you here next time. Bye.